Hi guys, welcome back to our channel again. In this video, we will see what is HTML DOM and how we can find the elements. This will be very basic idea, but very important thing, because we will in future we will try to inspect all the elements, and based on that we will use our script, or we will build our Selenium script and Python all together. Okay, so let's jump to an example. This is an HTML page, right? Right now we are in www.google.com. If we type in any browser this thing, then this type of page it is showing, right? But what is the code behind this? So the code behind this we can easily see. So once you open this page, any website, then right click over there, and then you will find on option like view page source. Just click over there and you will see there is lots of text are there behind there. Okay, so many text are there. It depends on the structure of the website and the complexity of the website. For Google there are many things, okay, but everything it is coming in background. These are the text. So these texts are actually manipulating, and then it is showing like this type of page. So basically these are the main code of this web page. So this code actually it is called the HTML. Okay, all of this thing is called HTML, and HTML has lots of things. It contains regular text or some tag text or JavaScript text or many things. Okay, but basically these are plain text. Using this plain text we are doing this thing. We are also linking some images also by using this link by text. So let's see what is actually HTML structure. We will see that first. Okay, so I'm going to here. So at first we will see what is HTML DOM structure. What is the meaning of actually basically HTML DOM? So this DOM actually is a full form of document object model of the page. Okay, so this is the model, object model of whole document of the website, right, or web page, right? And this is constructed as a tree of objects. Don't panic, these things for the beginning it will be complicated, but it's very simple and easy. I will show you. Okay, so this DOM, okay, this DOM object, basically DOM, this is constructed a, like a tree of objects. Okay, so it is a full objects. So basically this DOM is a collection of objects, right? That's why it is mentioned constructed as a tree of objects. Okay, and using this DOM, what we can do, we can define HTML elements as objects. Okay, we can define the properties of all HTML elements, then methods for all HTML method elements, and events. Okay, we'll go those four things later, but right now just think about this thing. This DOM is actually collection of objects which is organized as a tree. Okay, and here all the objects are basically elements. Okay, and these elements is our target. We have to figure out what are the elements are there and what elements we can work. Let's jump to an example again. So I will show you on basic example. So this is an example of HTML code. Okay, so here this is our page. For example, this part. Okay, HTML header, my link. There is on text and my link. It is like Google page, right? In Google actually there are some text, something is looking this thing, and this is the code part. Okay, so I just made this thing easily so that you can easily understand. This is very simple thing. So this is like Google page, like this Google page. Okay, this part, and this part is the like this source page. We can actually show you more clearly, so now it will be easier, right? So this part is like this Google page, and this part looks like code page. And for this text like my header and my link, these are the structure. Okay, so here is the structure. All HTML, it starts with like doc type, then HTML, and then from here to here. Okay, so all HTML, it starts from HTML at the beginning and ends with HTML. And then in HTML there might be multiple elements, right, or objects. We discussed, right, very few minutes before that HTML DOM is the collection of objects which are organized as trees. Okay, so in this HTML there are many things, right? Then there is one couple, right? Head, this is on part, right? And inside head there is another object model like title something and some title again. So it starts with same text and ends with same text. In this way, body also this way. So in this way it is organized. So if we go this picture, now it will be more clear. So here, this is the whole document, for example. Okay, this is the website, and this is the whole document. We can see this is the whole document, and this document has on root element that is called HTML. We are seeing HTML. Okay, so that's why it is calling root element, this one. So under this root element we have this many things. Okay, basically we have two different things for this example. So one is head and this is body. You will see that this is head, right? From here to here, this part is head, and from here to here, this body, and whole thing is the HTML is ending and HTML is starting, whole thing. That's why it is root element HTML, and there is another element head and body, two elements, right? Head and body. But this head element again, if you go this head element here, we are seeing that inside it there is another element like title, my title, title. Okay, so we are mentioning that element title, and inside this title we are seeing another text object, right? Or text element. This is called text my title. Okay, so in this way this part is organized, this head part. So we have at the root head, under head we have title, and inside the title we have my title. Similarly, if we break this part, body and slash body, this is a body element, right? So this is body element, and inside body element we are seeing there is on head, there is link. Okay, for example, this is link, a tag. Okay, we'll discuss this thing later, but for now just think, this is on element body, this is body element, and inside this there is one two element, right? So there is two element, element a, element h1. So this is a element, element h1, right? Okay, so inside h1 element there is only text. So we are seeing h1 element, there is only text my header. But in a element, okay, again if you divide, we are seeing there are couple of things. On is this part, like a then a space href, that means, and then equal some link. Okay, this is like www.google.com, some website link, any link can, it can happen right here, and there is text. So here if we divide this thing, element has attribute here, and inside it has this text, right? My link. So in this way the whole page, I mean the whole source code of HTML page, it is divided like this way. So document, the whole page is a document, and under that it is a root element. The root element is HTML, and the HTML is divided into two parts like head, body, and under head there are many things like title, and under title there is text, and under body there is two elements. One is element a, element h1, header element. Okay, h1 means header, and then a means link anchor text, and under a there is some attribute. This is the attribute a, each ref equals something, and then text my link, this text, and under h1 there is only one text. Okay, in this way it is organized, and finally whenever we run through the browser we will see this type of thing, right? My header, my link, something like that. So that's why it is showing like this way, that this DOM is constructed a tree of objects. I think you understood the basic. Okay, now our goal is we have to figure out these objects. That means we have to go through this tree and we have to navigate all the elements. So now let's come finding HTML elements. So here we saw that this DOM is a constructed as a tree of objects, and each object is a basically an element. Okay, so when we want to access HTML elements, okay, we have to find the element first, right? So if we figure out what is the element, then we can easily access the element, right? So for example, in this case, suppose we want to access this title. Okay, so what do we have to do? My title. So we have to figure out what is the element, this one. So if we figure out that here it is, then we can easily understand this is the title. Okay, that's why it is mentioning that you have find the element first to access any element. Okay, and this element finding is the main challenging thing of uh, all the Selenium and Python tutorial. The more nicely you can inspect or you can find this element, the more it will be easier for you. Okay, and there are many ways you can couple, there are many ways you can actually basically find these elements. You can find elements by id, you can find element by tag name, then you can find element by class name, then css selectors, then html object collections. Many ways you can see. So in our example here we saw only the HTML, then head, title. These are the tag. It is called in tag. Each element is marked with tag, like title tag, then head tag, HTML tag. These are called tagged. So at the beginning, whatever you will see, all element, that is called tag. And under tag, all the attributes are located. Like href, this is an attribute. Okay, these are attributes. There might be some other attributes like class name, okay, which we saw here, like tag name, class name, then css selector, html object version, and so many things. We'll learn those things. But the main idea of this tutorial was to make you understand that how a HTML page is constructed. Okay, HTML page is constructed with HTML code, right? And these are the DOM, document object model, and this DOM is constructed as a tree. Okay, and is DOM inside is DOM or the web page, each of the items are called elements, and the elements can be different types. Elements are marked with tag name, sometimes marked with id. These are the attributes. Then class name or css selector, this is thing. Okay, so here each of them are element. So these are element, and each element is organized by tag and attributes. Okay, so that's all for this video. And if let's jump to a website. So this is on the website. This is called python.org. Okay, we discussed that this page is constructed by HTML code. So if we right click anywhere of this page, and if we click view page source, then it will show you the page source here, right? So this is actually the page to build this HTML. Okay, and there is another way. If you right click, and then there is another option, this is called inspect. Just click there, then it will open this type of thing. Okay, now you can figure out what is the element of this page. Okay, so this tutorial will not be much more complicated. I'm showing you what is the HTML DOM is and how we can actually inspect those objects. So here, see here, the whole page, okay, it is start with HTML, which we learned just now. Each web page, it will start with HTML and it will end with ending HTML. Okay, so under HTML there should be like head tag and then body tag. We just saw, right? Head tag and then body tag. This head tag is different. Basically this head tag is for this code head, not this page head. Okay, so we'll discuss those things later, not now. Just try to understand. So this head tag and body, this is the starting of body, and if you move your cursor here, you will see this part will be like highlighted. See, if you move your cursor body, if you move your cursor HTML, the whole page is HTML. If you put body, that means it is from here till the end of this page. So this is body. Okay, now if you try to move your cursor here, suppose about. Okay, so what you can do, there is an like this type of rectangle, and there is a cursor. Okay, select an element. If you click here and if you move your cursor over there, you will see here about, right? And suppose you click here, this is selected, and it is showing that this is the code behind that. So here we are seeing this is another element, right? This is one element. We just saw a element, and inside it href, and there is some other thing also, right? We discussed very few minutes before that. We can put many attributes inside it. Okay, and this is the text. So in this way this page is constructed. Again, if you want to inspect like this donate button, okay, so we can click here, and then we can, once we click here, then this will be like blue color, and then if we click here, it will show the code for this donate button. Okay, so you are seeing here there is another thing, right? href, then there is donate, and there is some link here, and then there is another attribute. So this tag has multiple things. It has one main element, a element, and inside this a element is the tag, right? And then href, this is one attribute, and then class, this is another attribute. So two attributes it has, and on text. Okay, similarly if you move by clicking here, it will be highlighted blue color, and then you can move your cursor in here, and it will show you the highlighted text, and it will give you in this description, I mean in this code, it will show you. Okay, so in this way this page is constructed. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial. I think you're pretty clear what is HTML DOM and how we can inspect the element using this tool. Actually in Chrome we can easily inspect this tool. We can inspect the HTML element easily. Okay, and here there is a like blue rectangle and cursor. If you click here, it will be like bluish color, and then if you move your cursor, it will show you what are the codes it is there in this panel. Okay, and these are the styles. We'll come those things later, but for now it's enough. So guys, I think by watching this video you have like very basic idea what is HTML DOM, what is HTML element, and how we can inspect HTML element using this type of browser. Like we used Chrome browser, but you can use any other browser. For most of the videos I will use Chrome browser because this tool is very nice and is very easy to use compared to other browser tool so far I saw. But you can use any other tool also, like Firefox developer tools also. This is called like Google Chrome browser developer tool, something like that. Okay, we'll come to those things later, but I don't want to overload your brain right now. Just want to make sure that you understand the concept. So each page is in website is constructed with some text. These texts are called HTML code. Okay, and this code is basically nothing, DOM, only DOM. And inside DOM these are the trees, like element trees, and each element has a starting tag and closing tag, and inside it we define couple of attributes, and then after that we can add some text also, right? And each element might have multiple attributes also. That's all. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you really enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. If you still didn't subscribe, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching. See you on the next video.